cannabis community physician for the people, asking one question. If the universe is already magical, how do we activate the magic? Perhaps the answer is silence. Perhaps the answer is delivered in the moment the cannabis activates the endocannabinoid system. That the quiet mind automatically merges with its higher self. And this is the experience of euphoria. Sustaining it is simply the experience of meditation. Meditating is getting high. Getting high is a form of meditation. Learning how to make the most of your cannabis is like making the most of your meditation.
It's Friday night. It's Washington, D.C. While the Prez is away, the people will play.
God bless us all.
God bless us all.
In this city on the hill.
Couple of shout-outs tonight. First of all, for this hat. This is from the Hubbard collection.
Amen to that hat.
Handmade hats of felt.
One of the great
It's
hats.
very warm. Keeps the good thoughts in.
Your head is warmer than
My
ever.
head
I
is
can see that.
warm.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Also, I don't often admit to it, but I am from Erie, Pennsylvania,
You are fucking
and
Erie.
they are getting hammered. They've got 6 feet of snow this weekend. It's ridiculous.
In
Erie, PA.
It is Erie.
Next to the lake. Lake effect snow, too. It ain't none of that pansy powder ass shit.
No.
It's stuff that weighs a pound when you got a handful of it. It's heavy snow, and they are wading through it, and people are still going to work. Shout out to Erie, PA.
We have listeners in Erie, PA, and
Yeah.
Erie's on the verge of full legalization.
There you go.
Their medical program's going gangbusters, signing up.
And if any place needs full medical legalization, it's Erie.
It is Erie.
Oh, man.
And we know the UFOs. They're right under Lake Erie.
Oh, yeah.
All
There
the
was
UFOs are
Beach
centered.
6. Beach
Yeah.
6
We'll be
in
getting
1967 was a major
Everybody knows
touchstone for the media
Yeah.
in the alien invasion repartee.
Right. When remember that when cannabis touches the angel within, the aliens tremble because only cannabis can turn on your divine nature. And I know right now some of you don't know that the euphoria is going to burn the bad aliens like holy water, the devil. But still, the cannabis is the only way to escape certain doom.
Well, and if not you for ya, who is for you?
And who would be?
That's right.
Right. If not now, who would euphoria? So when
And
the,
it's good for you.
And when the UFOs do come, I want to make sure you have that hi-fi, Wi-Fi.
That's right.
To keep your brainwashed from being taken away all the way.
If your pupils ain't dilated, they're suspicious of you.
You know, we used to start the show with such a happy note, and then we realized that we were being watched by the CIA.
I hope they can make hide nor
I was
hair.
talking to them today. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, man.
I had a couple letdown experiences. After the show, I saw actually 2 undercover cops outside the show.
Nice.
And I took pictures of them, and we discussed that later.
All right.
Right, I did trace the plates. I didn't want to bring everybody down with all this. It's a heavy vibe.
Langley.
It is a heavy vibe, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, my God. You don't want to know. We're going to be talking to Gino later. We've got
Wow,
our
yeah.
people on this.
Gino's going to speak to
Gino's
us.
going to talk about this. This is
Yep.
heavy. You don't want to know. All right, so that's right now. When we do the benediction, when we actually ask you to pray, we're not just saying, hey.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
we're not advocating a
No.
specific
Deity.
deity
No.
or belief system, just that,
But know that it matters.
whatever you need to project out of your heart,
Oh, my God.
that's what we're after.
Do you see this crystal right here? Do you see in here what's in here? It's you. But you don't know that yet.
No.
You could, though.
Yeah.
The cannabis here
That's
for
a
you.
healing rock right there.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but
No.
you know that.
I know that.
Rev,
Yeah.
I want to thank you.
No.
And I
Thank
want
you.
to thank God because when you're around, I feel that God presence even more. And with that, I wanted to ask if we take it back to the Chomsky, we got to get to politics now after we take it from heaven. We got to get back to earth.
Chomsky.
Chomsky, take us out and tell us why the bomb the sacrament is illegal still. All right? We got to get
There has never been a medical reason for criminalizing marijuana. Marijuana was criminalized because it was associated with dangerous classes, poor people. Marijuana was criminalized because it was associated with poor people, dangerous classes. First criminalization of marijuana was in the Southwest. It was in New Mexico, later Utah, and so on, and it was specifically targeted against Mexicans. Marijuana didn't get criminalized in the United States until shortly after Prohibition ended. After Prohibition ended, we had this huge bureau of narcotics, and had to do something. So they discovered marijuana is going to do all kind of horrible things to you. The Senate testimony about this is mind-boggling. They did have a representative of the American Medical Association who said, we don't have any medical evidence about this. He was shut up, denounced, got rid of him right away. Then they found somebody else, a pharmacologist, a guy teaching at Temple University, who was doing experiments with marijuana in dogs. They brought this guy in. He testified that when he gave marijuana to dogs, they went insane. Marijuana to dogs, they went insane. They do all kind of things. Some senators asked him, the guy, well, have you ever tried marijuana on humans? So he said, yeah, I tried it on myself. And he said, well, what happened? He said, I turned into a vulture. I started flying around the room. This stuff is terrible. It makes people insane. And marijuana, it was declared by Congress that marijuana makes people insane. But then something happened. It turned out that lawyers, defense lawyers, got the idea and used this for an insanity defense. So if a guy was found, who killed 3 cops, his lawyer would say, well, he had marijuana before, so he was insane, so he can't do anything. And people were getting off on charges, like cop killing, for example, on the claim that they had marijuana. So all of a sudden it was discovered that marijuana doesn't make you insane. Congress decided, sorry, it doesn't make you insane because we want to wipe that out. The next idea was marijuana is an entry drug. It's a drug you take and then you go on to something else. So there was never any evidence for that. But that was decided. And then in the early 50s, something else happened. Marijuana is being brought in here by red Chinese to poison the American population and destroy us. So therefore, we got to stop marijuana. And it kind of goes on like this. Actually, the peak of marijuana use was, as I said, in the 70s. But that was rich kids, so you don't throw them in jail. And then it got seriously criminalized. You really throw people in jail for it when it was poor people. There has never been a medical reason for criminalizing marijuana. Marijuana was criminalized because it was associated with poor people, dangerous classes.
So, Doc.
Oh.
What is cannabis prohibition?
Oh, my God. Have you looked at the cannabis prohibition, actually? Have you seen what they're trying to do with it?
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
All right, I'll tell you. First of all, it started officially in the 20s, where we heard Professor Chomsky talking about it was a way to demonize Mexican Americans.
Yes.
Mexican immigrants.
Okay.
And that same tack was then used as a form of apartheid.
Yes.
Right? It's differentially enforced along class and racial lines. You can see statistically in America it's used as a fucking as a bully pulpit.
Yes.
So cannabis prohibition is it's a fuck stick. It proves that it's a fucking race war.
It will hook your suing, Johnny.
Oh God, what isn't it?
Yes.
So I'm fucking. It's a social justice issue, and that's what makes it so different in DC.
Yes.
Right? It's not.
Yes.
It's not like I want to say, oh, people need to have a brand new fucking way to get fucking lit. They're gonna find it anyways. I don't care. The thing is, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to put people in jail.
No.
No. What the fuck?
Pay to keep people in jail for what? For having medicine that helps them.
Right. Now that's the other thing here.
Yes. It's herbal medicine.
Right. That is what it really is. Then you start deconstruct what is it really taken apart.
Yes.
It's the ability of, when you talk about cannabis prohibition, it's about more than the money. Let me tell you that way. Right?
So is it about money?
No, it's not just about the money, but it really goes back to the money. It's about actually keeping people in a way of always in fear. And I think last time we were talking about Jay, we really came to the conclusion the problem with people is that they're so run by their conditioning to stay in the ruts they're in that we can't even admit that we have possibilities.
I can't help but notice.
What?
You've got a needle sticking out of each hand.
What?
And now.
What?
Oh. And one You have one in each
No,
side of your nose?
No, it's not the nose. It's the end of the large intestinal
It's
meridian.
the end of the
This
large intestinal meridian.
goes here to here.
Okay.
Did you know that?
That would explain some of the things I think I smell sometimes.
Right. Sometimes people can smell their own intestines.
Oh.
Well, what do you know what I'm really doing?
Not first thing on a Monday morning.
Let me tell you what I got to do. One of the things I got to do to get myself ready for the show is I take care of my own endocannabinoid system.
You stimulate the system.
You can stimulate the system.
Get that system, make sure it's online.
One of the different ways you can do it, it was a simple needling. Turn the mic toward your mouth. Oh, my mouth.
Yes,
The fucking mouth.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, is the needle turning the mouth?
You're good now.
All right, good. No, don't say that. If I'm not good.
Well,
Anyways.
you're always good.
So it's as silly as saying
Sometimes
you
you're
can't grow
excellent.
weed as is I don't have the right to put this needle in my knuckle. Do you want to actually tell someone you can't do that? Right?
Right?
Do it to yourself.
Is that classically frowned upon?
I don't know. It's illegal. I've looked into it. It's illegal.
Illegal.
It's illegal. It's not legal, no legal.
Okay.
The state doesn't exist in this domain, nor should it. Right? And that's what
And-
cannabis proves, right? Again, the state has no place in deciding what kind of plant you grow, what kind of food you eat, right? What kind of needle you want to put in your face if you're some kind of misfit who thinks it's good for you,
And this is nothing else but a shout out
right?
to our
Oh, that's
Asian compadres.
so it's so good for
Oh,
you.
no, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that actually made me feel much better. Because before the show, my sinuses, because I didn't have a BM today, I was a little nervous about the show.
Oh.
No BM. I
So
actually
you're
clawed
flying over
sinus.
Tokyo with a full bomb load.
Right, exactly.
That's
Right,
unpleasant.
right before the show, I had some
Oh.
seltzer water, and I got a little nervous.
Blockage.
Right. So I'm going to take these needles out. I'll make sure I dispose of them safely.
Yes.
Right, but that was
Nothing if not by the book.
It is by the book.
By the book.
Right, and this is called stimulating the endocannabinoid system, just like I would with cannabis. But this is somehow prohibited. And I
Well,
don't get that.
and we're getting into the legal area.
yeah.
Who wins if so many lose?
Right? Isn't that the interesting case? Who wins?
Yeah.
Right, follow the money.
Yeah.
Right? Somehow it's the cops.
Oh, but and I don't know if you've seen on social media they're presenting us the Koch brothers next generation.
Oh, really?
The guy with the shirts.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, is he a schlub?
A schlub.
He's a total schlub.
I like schlubs.
He's suing his ex-fiancée to get the ring back. That's what a great guy these people are.
Right? That's
Great
an
guy.
endocannabinoid deficiency when you meet someone like that. Right? When you meet someone who really irks you, like an annoying thing,
Yeah.
that's an endocannabinoid deficiency. Friends, have you met somebody who might use some endocannabinoid support? Right? GABA
Garlic.
Plus.
GABA Plus.
GABA Plus.
GABA Plus.
We'll be talking later to some of our friends in the program, and we'll be talking about how you actually elevate your THC levels. It's amazing, actually, what you can do.
Makes your system more effective.
Oh, it does. You can get this any Amazon. What does THC do? It actually helps the body make its own neurotransmitters.
Okay.
Endocannabinoid support. GABA Plus
Yes.
feeds that. This has not only GABA, but also niacin B3 to help activate
So the Ramones were way ahead of the game when they were telling us GABA GABA hey.
GABA GABA hey.
GABA, GABA, hey.
GABA hey GABA hey.
Hey.
Right. We'll be looking at it today. Right. Also, we'll be checking your pee with your pH.
pH.
Listen, if you're going to have to urinate on anybody,
If you're gonna
make sure
pee-
to record it.
Make sure your pH is right.
So imagine saying to someone, you
Well,
can't
it better be
record your
high def.
pH. Saying to someone, you know what, you don't need to know what's in your own urine.
Hey. And if it's too acidic, you might put somebody's eye out with that.
Right? Imagine imagine the police coming to your house and saying,
Hey, you blinded somebody last night when you peed on.
now this brings us to a very essential point. There are 2 states in the union where prohibition goes to the THC in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, North and South Dakota can bust you for the fucking THC in your bladder.
That's ridiculous.
No, I'm telling you, that's the truth. There's been people actually worldwide by...
So you could put somebody
Yeah.
in jail by handing them a bottle of water that had a THC in it.
Yeah.
That
Oklahoma
is-
has busted
that is
people for
corrupt.
shit in their shoes.
That is corrupt.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. So you say,
And this
what
is the place they're building this pipeline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, notice
So
that...
they want you to they want to take away your herbal medicine and they want to poison you at the same time. These people ain't from here. They must be from another planet.
They're from another fracking planet.
Fracking
Notice
planet.
that the people who have got the agenda have got a certain things to go along. No cannabis, lots of alcohol, frack water for the babies, class war, race war,
Tap water
guns,
that catches on fire.
Republican bullshit, fucking more guns. Also, the Dakotas, one of the things that they have, like Maryland, and where Maryland is a lot like a fucking apartheid state because there's so many federal employees, right, is that they no citizen ballot.
Right.
So the citizens can't really even rally because there's too many Indian reservations and paid employees there, right? Everybody's migrant labor. So they don't really want anybody to have a citizen ballot. You get it?
Right.
Right?
Well, just nobody that they can't just kick around and get
You
rid
got
of
it.
when they want to.
Like Maryland.
Oh.
Oh, friends. Do you live in Maryland? Do you live in the DMV?
Oh.
Your pee may be illegal.
Illegal pee.
Your pee may be illegal. So don't go to the Dakotas.
No.
With
Well,
the illegal
there's
pee.
really no reason to.
There's no reason to, unless you need some frack water.
Right.
Right.
Frack water. You can they can send that UPS. You want frack water, you can just Amazon probably.
Right.
A drone will bring it to you.
A drone will bring it to you.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Right. And so if you're going to get some of that, make sure you put some of that frack water with the instant ginger tea. You want to taste the frack chemical.
Ginger.
Right. So when you chase the money down, what apartheid is doing to the country is giving it a race war.
Yes.
And right, that's really giving it the prohibition. It's the other way around. It's not like prohibition is giving us the class war, giving us the apartheid. It's
No.
the other way around.
Right.
Right. They needed to justify it.
Right.
Right. And that's what we can see with Ainsley there. Right.
Yeah.
This gentleman right here, he's the heir to the Carnegie Mellon fortune. Right. So the same year they're proposing, right, in Jack Harris' book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes, well documents it.
Yeah.
The same time they're proposing to make cannabis hemp illegal, the DuPont family is being successful in the first runs of Orlon and Nylon, making synthetic fibers now
Right.
in the 20s.
Yep.
Right?
Chemical company.
Right, you get it?
Bhopal, India.
Right, you take all
How
that
many
off.
people can you kill for that synthetic?
Right,
root?
the synthetics. Right, we're still paying for that. So what is prohibition?
Yes.
Right, it's market manipulation and crony capitalism at the nth degree, but insidiously done across a broad spectrum of industries. I mean, it's really, from hay
Hey.
to, oh yeah, hay. You didn't know about the hay?
Hay.
What the hay?
Hey.
No. Your cows. We talked about that. Do you remember?
Contented
Right.
cows.
Right?
They weren't kidding about that.
Right.
But now they're
the
not
reason
contented.
most kids are dairy intolerant today
They are
is
hormones.
the cows they used to drink and eat all that CBD hemp.
CBD.
Was the feral hemp that they ate on the farm.
Hemp.
On the farm.
Ooh.
You didn't know that? On the farm. The cows ate the CBD
And
hemp
moo
on the
is
farm.
just om from a cow's
A
perspective.
contented cow
Moo.
makes the farm, makes it kind of a milk that's good for you. Not
It's
this milk that
good
we have
for
today.
you.
Right.
So,
So making the kids sick.
when are we gonna get on Geno, where we're supposed to be looking
No.
for Geno?
That comes after the next bit.
Okay.
right? So you're supposed to go to this question over here. You see that?
Oh, go to that. Okay, I'm
Right?
on the wrong
You
card.
See how you're not keeping
Okay.
up over there, Rev?
Yeah.
See, challenge
Yeah.
not the
He was
script.
concerned. Okay.
Right. I was concerned about you.
Well, is cannabis really essential food?
Oh, funny you should ask. It is. Right. So one of the things, this is the thing I want to say. The first actual civilized people they found in the Yangtze River, Yellow River in China.
Yalu.
Yangtze River now.
Yangtze.
Yangtze. These people, what did they survive on? I ask you now, Rev.
It probably had something to do with hemp.
All hemp.
All hemp.
All hemp.
All hemp all the time.
All hemp all the time. And one more thing people don't know about the cannabis hemp that they used to have back there. Little fucking dung beetles used to eat the fucking bugs. And I'm not kidding about this.
Dung beetles.
You got to go there to see it. Dung beetles. That's why they're called dung beetles. They eat fucking weed and they shit hash.
Oh no!
I kid you not. People used to eat. They
I
used to
gotta buy
chase
me
these
a
bugs.
mess of dung beetles.
They used to shit this little fucking turds of decarboxylated hash. I kid you not. Snail turd.
Wow.
Beetle dung. Why do you think the
Wow.
Egyptians had beetles all over that shit? Because they made in the desert like peyote dung of hashish.
Oh.
And
So they learned it from the bugs.
they learned it. We learned it all from the bugs.
Oh.
Right? It's the truth.
Damn.
That was the first. That's what they found. All these fucking cicada casings.
That's amazing.
Like built in mounds and mounds. Yeah, exactly. China. I think that's why.
Wow.
The human beings from that era, they somehow.
That's why
colored
they
the body
squint all
somehow
the
different.
time.
They
It's like,
turn them into that. Yeah, like I ate so
That's-
many bugs.
all the
I don't
good
mean that in a
cowboys
bad way.
have Chinese eyes.
No, I'm just saying. No, Asian, Proto-Asian, right? Different genotype. Probably Homo something different. Yangtze River. Now, different from the other finds, different foods. Different people actually had different foods at different human times. People
Homo
also came from
hempibus.
fish. Hemp was always, people also got the endocannabinoids from other sources. And that's what we want to go into. Who got it from fish?
Fish. Who got it from fish?
Who got it from fish? The people now who are so blonde, if they eat that, do you see them?
They blush.
No.
No.
If they eat fish fat, their heart rates go down. These are Scandinavians.
Oh.
Right? This is the impossible. These are the people, if they eat paleo.
So
if they eat paleo.
CDBs and fish oil.
Yes.
Oh.
No, the deep mackerel oil.
Yes.
Yes. And converts in
Mackerel
your
oil.
guts.
Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel oil goes to that.
Holy mackerel
So
oil.
you bring us back,
Yeah.
and then you got all the. How many do we say Krishna says we have? 5. 5 genotypes.
5 genotype.
Now there's 5 key ways to get endocannabinoids.
Okay.
All right. Food,
Yes.
meditation, exercise, mantra, and then you tell me. That was exercise. Like a hybrid, right? Right? Okay, the answer is actually purpose.
Purpose.
Purpose. The missing one is purpose. You know who's a master of purpose?
People that grow hemp.
Scrogger.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
Listen. I
yeah.
want to just go into the next bit, but right now, before we do, acknowledge Scrogger, master of purpose. This man will be doing perhaps the last show here, right? But of the 5 ways to raise your endocannabinoids,
But he keeps going on.
Cannabis is food,
Yes.
right? Right, but its purpose is the highest one of them all.
Right.
And right, when I met Scrogger, I saw someone who obviously has mastery in all 5 domains.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm just going to say that. Don't have to mean it like flattery. It's not here. That's not what it's for. Right. So we're going to go to the next Instagram, Jay. Thanks.
Cannabis community. Physicians for the people, reporting on a vision collectively held by the cannabis community. The cannabis community will not accept prohibition. They will not be illegally healed. They have taken their power back. Now, in this same way, we take our power back as a society. We take our vision and see that we can have a just society. We can have a fair society. We can have a society where everyone is fed, everyone is educated, and everyone has the right to be free. This can be done simply by letting the plant be sold and shared, taxed and regulated, and allowed to enter into the society, into the culture at large. Because cannabis resets the human being. Cannabis is medicine. Cannabis community. Physician for the people.
All right. Oh, there's something looping. That was impressive. I like that. Anyhow, we have a call in with our cohort, Gino, who's got some news for us.
Well, we had a lot of UFO sightings this week.
A lot of UFO stuff.
I'm not kidding now. Why is the government involved right now, and why does it alert the cannabis community? Why does it concern us?
Yeah.
Right. One of the things that has been held out of the space program for a long time is that they found THC in space. And
THC
asteroids have crashed to this planet covered in
space.
in THC.
To heck with those Martian microbes.
Gino, are you on the line? Can you hear us? So this is actually that may not be working. I don't know.
That was psychedelic at least.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
Are you there? Are you there?
Yes.
I am here.
Okay, it's picking up. It might be this mic here, possibly.
Turn
Yeah.
down your radio.
Yeah. You're not. You're still monitoring the show online there, Gino. Turn off the monitor.
Well, we actually found THC on moon rocks.
Why am I coming in so freaky?
Okay,
Well,
now you're not.
Because now you're a freak. But I think now we got you. Can you hear us?
Okay.
Oh, The aliens are taking control of the show.
Yeah,
again.
they're trying to silence the
every
information.
time
They're
we
trying to
cut
keep
through,
it. Yeah.
Every time they try to silence us again.
I repeat.
Listen,
Say it again.
it's sad.
All right, now I
Okay.
think I'm coming in all right now.
Okay. Can
That
you hear
sounds
me?
good.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. All right.
The thing about this is we keep trying. Now you have some word for
Well,
us.
listen.
Yep.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk
yeah,
to
I
me.
got-
What's the deal with the Pentagon confirming there's UFOs?
Well, wait, I got to tell you first. I kind of went rogue on the family.
Well,
But I still-
yeah. Why
I
you?
still
Just
got-
right. Why
I still got
aren't
my
you here?
connections, and I still got my sources.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Flying sources.
Right. What
Yeah,
happened
well-
now? What happened?
Well, here's what's going to happen. Within the next 10 years or so, there's going to be an alien invasion, but it's going to be a false flag alien invasion.
False flag. False
Yeah.
flag.
Like 9/11?
Like 9/11.
What the fuck?
The government, what happened back in Roswell is that a spaceship did crash, and we reverse engineered it. We got our own. What I
Yeah.
like to call is the Satanists got their own. The Satanists are the ones that are in
What?
power.
You
Satanists.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But now they know that we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you heard about.
Now we're in trouble.
You heard about
No.
John Kerry.
You
right?
told us now
Wait,
we're
wait,
accomplices.
Wait. This is true. I
Yeah.
heard. I was doing the background.
John Kerry.
Right for the pre-interview.
Yeah,
Antarctica.
John Kerry,
Kerry,
got it.
Secretary of State last year. This is
Yeah.
all come to. He went to Antarctica.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks like Herman Munster.
Yeah, that guy. He went
And
to
he
Antarctica.
talks. He's very exciting
He
to
is the
listen
heir to
when
the
he
Heinz fortune.
speaks. Yes, the
He's
Heinz
at the
fortune.
Heinz fortune actually. Heinz 57.
If you're behind this information,
Right.
if you're not hip to this information, catch up.
Rev.
Yeah, catch up.
Right.
Right.
Catch
Oh,
up.
God.
Got it.
But he went down there.
Do you cut the
and
mustard?
He tried to negotiate with
Yes.
the Satanists.
Is that what happened?
They chased him out. They chased him into New Zealand.
I heard about
There
that.
was there was a big earthquake.
The fuck?
And then they had a bunch of northern lights in the southern hemisphere.
They never had
Everything
that down there.
That was freaked out. It was all freaked
It's a lot
out.
of work
That's
getting the northern
so
lights
they
in
went
the
down
southern
there. So
hemisphere.
basally, Gino's saying that Kerry tried to do a sit down
Right.
in Agartha.
Tried to
sit
talk.
with the aliens.
Yeah.
Tried to
And
talk
the
with the guys that
Nuswabians.
already had all the marbles.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know who we
that
mean by
always
the
works.
Nuswabians?
Yeah,
Does
Muswabians.
does the community know who the Nuswabians are? Do we have to go into this? Okay, in the mid '30s, the Germans, they had their own freaking channelers. They used to channel their own freaking SS kind of occult stuff.
Yeah.
Right. This is before they got really down there, but
They
were
were
trying to-
freaky.
They were freaky though, and they had this society of people called the Vril Society.
Yes.
Right. Channel off of Rudolf Steiner, and what they did was they actually channeled schematics of the UFO devices that they used then, right, and to have a breakaway.
That's
and they
where we
formed
started having rocket technology
Right,
big
right,
time.
exactly.
The U-2
These are the
and
Foo
the V2.
Fighters,
Yes.
right? And these people,
Foo
they,
Fighters.
they basically break away, right? The band.
He's a great
is
guitar
like that.
player, but he's a hell of a drummer
He's from
too.
near here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah. He was
Oh,
in Nirvana.
I
I
Besides.
saw him in the
Yeah.
the Nirvana.
Nirvana.
The Nirvana.
Nirvana.
That guy.
That guy.
That guy. But he's not that guy. He's the Blink 182
No.
guy. Is another guy.
The Blink 182.
The Blink
he's an
182
alien?
guy is another guy.
Another guy, yeah.
Is another guy is the 182 guy.
Yeah, but there is another guy.
That is another guy who's a rock and roll guy who's not a Foo Fighter guy, but is like a rock and roll guy who's in the alien thing. Now listen, that's important.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe you.
You got
There's
that?
Another guy.
Is another guy.
Buzz Aldrin, who,
Uh-huh.
who was in on faking the moon landings.
Buzz.
He went down there and he said he saw pyramids and he saw pure evil, and it put him in a hospital. They had to put him in the hospital.
That's true. They medically evaluate Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
But he's an old fuck. What the fuck gets him buzzed?
Oh.
The THC
What
in
buzzes
space. Buzz went to space for the THC. Now, we come
Right.
full circle.
You could have worse reasons.
Right. Right. That's why they have to get high.
Oh.
Right? Because out there in
On
space,
an
they don't.
explosive
It is the
thing.
cannabis community who's the natural astronaut.
Oh.
Do you
Oh.
understand?
But I got to tell you one thing. When this stuff that I'm saying, I don't deal in conspiracy theories. I deal in conspiracy fact.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
That's the
All
fucked
right.
up part.
We got to turn the herd into people who believe the true word.
Oh my God, Gino.
We got to make the sheeple into believing people.
Oh, I love that.
People.
People.
When the indoctrination of the nation is perceived as such by the population, we'll take back our soul and become whole.
Oh, Gino.
Dude. Don't
wonder
and,
the
well
family
and,
wants
and
to take
don't
him
don't
out.
be a sheeple, because when they start pulling the wool over your eyes, they're not going to stop until they skin you alive.
Oh no, that's true.
That's what it happened.
Look, the doctor over there is going to bring power to the people by giving you the truth on cannabis.
The truth.
I'm going to bring power to the people by telling you about all the bullshit that the Satanists and the powers that be are trying to throw at us, okay?
Right. Oh,
The
that's
devil
truth.
made him do it.
The devil did make you do it. And that's who's behind cannabis prohibition, you know.
That seems devilish.
Because
Satanists,
the
the
Satanists. Because that's behind Babylon. That's the common link. Right? And that's why we're in
That's it.
D.C. Right? That's why there's decrim in D.C. That's why there's full
So
gifting
instead
power
of there
in
being
DC.
Babylon, we want to turn the Babel off.
That's right. It's Babel off
You know
time.
That Kabuka Pyramid, a reggae band, they said it. They had
Oh,
a
yeah.
song. They said, well done, Mr. Politician Man. You've done
Yeah.
a wonderful job
Oh.
of tearing down the country, demolition man.
Oh, so true. Right? You know,
That's
you
what's
know,
going on.
Right. When Babylon falls, what's going to be left standing are the people who've been building it all along in the natural way.
In
And
the
that's what I
natural
see
way.
today in the cannabis community. Right? That's what I wanted to get to and just ask you about. What is the family really worried about on your side? I know you're like a triple agent over there. Gino, sometimes I don't know if I can trust you. I know you used to be the bag man for Kennedy.
You know,
Right? You gave Morrison some of his first weed, some of his first hash. You lit his
Morrison,
fire.
Yeah, I gave
He was a little
yeah,
punk
but,
bitch. I know that. You think he's Rush Limbaugh now. I know that. You also told me you think Bill Hicks is fucking Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
You
yeah,
saw them
Alex
at the
Jones.
Pizzagate up
I've
the
heard
fucking
that
road.
one.
You heard
Yeah.
that. You saw
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Right. No, Rush Limbaugh is fucking Jim Morrison. He is the Lizard King. He's a psyop.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah,
some kind
it's
of
true.
animal anyway.
Some
He's some
kind
kind
of
of animal.
lizard.
Right. And Paul McCartney probably is Aleister Crowley. So, yeah. No. We've been looking into that for the show.
Everything you
I
know
don't know if we
is
can get into it.
Johnny
I don't know.
Halliday.
Johnny Halliday. No,
everything you know is sideways.
Everything you know is a winged beetle.
Winged
As
beetle.
far as what's going on with the family right now,
Yeah.
since I've gone rogue, I'm not really inside the inner workings anymore. You know,
Right.
I mean, they want to whack me basically.
That's
but,
well, a lot of people want to whack you, Gino, but that's
Well,
you know,
yeah.
Hey, well,
yeah.
Well, and Susie still wants her money from
oh.
last week with the whacking you.
wait. Well, listen.
So-
One thing I got to be clear on is that when we talk about this true nature of the human being, it is a star child, and that can't be belied by the THC in space and the fact that when we talk about even the lunar landings are faked. And I can't even be
yeah.
more real about that. Gino, can you just say that right now as real politic? Did we go to the moon? Yes or
We
no?
didn't go to the moon.
No. Can we go to the moon?
We can't go to the moon.
Why?
Still
What's up
they
there?
Still haven't figured out.
Is aliens or
Well,
Nazis? Or can we not go because
Well,
it's a fucking
there's
flat
aliens
Earth? Is
up
Shaq
there.
right? I don't know. I don't know anymore. What's just Gino? Tell me something.
The Van Allen belts, they haven't figured that out. It was all staged. It was all put on. Kubrick, Disney, they were all in on it. They were all in.
Motherfucker.
Kubrick had some great special effects.
Jesus Christ.
He was the guy.
So, you know,
I don't know what to
mean,
believe anymore.
It kind of
if NASA says
destabilizes.
that we can't go to Mars because we can't figure out how to get through the Van Allen belts. Why didn't they just use the technology
All right.
from back?
All right. I got a cousin works at the fucking Goddard Space Center down here. No, for real, in Maryland,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I say, hey, you're like a fucking rocket scientist. And he goes, yeah. All right, so what about the moon landing and all that stuff and all the original data and the telemetry? He says, oh, we lost it.
Yeah, they lost it.
They lost it. For real, they lost
You
it.
don't lose that stuff.
Doesn't it just fucking ring a bell? Just like, dun.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with
Something's
that?
up.
I just asked the cannabis community. Just fucking
Something
think about
smells and it don't smell good.
Listen, if it was so fucking easy to do in the 60s and you can't do it now, like fucking Branson can't go to fucking moon now, Mr. Virgin fucking Galactic cannot fucking go to the moon.
You know what? The thing is, with the technology we have, well, I told you about the
That's
anti-gravity crafts. We've been there, and it only
I
takes
know.
like about 90 minutes to get there.
Right,
with The
right.
anti-gravity
Gino's been
crafts.
to the fucking moon and back and brought me back the fucking bud of weed from the fucking kill grows in the moon. And you're fucking telling me we still gotta fucking have prohibition here. Right? And there's some fucking grows and people that are not compliant. Are you kidding me? Fucking Venus is made of weed.
Venus is made of weed.
Venus is made of weed, so fucking bitching about your
Weedus.
fucking dime bags,
Weedus.
right? That's all. I don't know.
Well, that's why it'd be the planet of love. You
Right,
know,
it should be.
Venus,
Exactly.
Venus is the goddess of love. So, and you know, You don't be hateful when you got a good buzz
You
on.
shouldn't be being hating at all.
Right.
Right? So listen, for real, Gino,
Yeah.
I really want to get back. In reality, New York Times confirmed. New York fucking Times. Paper of record.
Paper of record.
Paper
The
of
great
fucking
lady.
record confirmed UFO Pentagon is doing what? Tell me just tell me the fucking thing you saw. For real. What's the New York Times say?
I know. From what I heard, they had a secret program investigating the UFOs. I mean, that's what I know. And then there was that Navy guy that just came out about a week ago and said that he was following a
Navy
flying saucer.
fighter pilot trying
But-
to keep track of the thing.
But let me tell you, this is what's happening. All of a sudden, we're starting to hear these stories where they're trying to put UFOs out into the mainstream because this is the setup for the alien invasion.
I see what you're saying. It's only in the context of bad, evil aliens. They're scary.
Right,
We've got to
they're
militarize
bad.
our
They
response.
bad. And they're sad.
trying to
They're
say
bad
that
and they're
all
sad.
aliens are bad, but no.
No.
There's good ones too that are.
We need to
actually-
build a wall
So,
around
okay,
the
I
planet.
get it.
Then,
It's sort of like
you know.
like the Godfather again. There's some gangster aliens are sort of like the
Gangsta
Godfather. Got
alien.
Anna, like Don Corleone from space, and then some some alien gangsters like Tattaglia, who's a pimp, or Bazzini.
Just as long as it ain't Transformers, because it's like all that robot stomping around stuff
Yeah.
is
Oh,
just
that
like
scares me.
I
The
don't
robot
need
aliens
anybody
scare me
stepping
more
on
than-
my house when I'm trying to
Right,
have
robot
a nap.
aliens scare me
It's
than
just-
fucking like
it's just
lizard
wrong.
aliens. No fucking deal.
Yeah,
I think lizard
Don-
aliens are not as bad as robots.
right.
Right?
Don Corleone was a man who wanted to hear bad news immediately. I'm
Oh.
a man who wants to hear the truth immediately.
That's Gino. That's why we have you. Thank you. Thank you once again. Jay, you know what? At the bottom of the
Doing
hour,
a great job out
you
there.
did it.
You're
You
doing a great
fucking,
job
you
out
are the
there.
fucking man, Gino. If I couldn't talk to you, I'd go insane. For real, you're the most sane fucker
And your
I
pizza
know.
rolls are to die for.
For
But
fuck's sake,
look,
and you
what
can cook.
What you guys are doing for the community, the cannabis community out there, is fantastic. What the whole station does for it is unbelievable.
The station, the community here is something else, isn't it?
It's a good place.
Right. It's a shout out to everybody who's fucking making it work. Thank you, Gino, and thank you for that.
All
And
right.
stay
All right.
warm.
We'll talk to you next
Everybody
week.
stay
All
warm.
right, that was Gino Giancana, fucking
Peace
godson.
out.
That was the
Gino.
godson of the Godfather, Sam Giancana. All right, and we'll take it to the Chomsky on the bottom of the Jay. Take it back to the Chomsky.
Where are we on the script?
We're gonna go back to.
There has
It
never
worked out good.
been a medical reason for criminalizing marijuana. Marijuana was criminalized because it was associated with dangerous.
Am I still on?
Poor people friendly. Marijuana was criminalized because it was associated with poor people, dangerous classes. First criminalization of marijuana was in the Southwest. It was in New Mexico, later Utah, and so on, and it was specifically targeted against Mexicans. Marijuana didn't get criminalized in the United States until shortly after Prohibition ended. After Prohibition ended, we had this huge bureau of narcotics and had to do something. So they discovered marijuana is going to do all kind of horrible things to you. The Senate testimony about this is mind-boggling. They did have a representative of the American Medical Association who said, we don't have any medical evidence about this. He was shut up, denounced, got rid of him right away. Then they found somebody else, a pharmacologist, a guy teaching at Temple University, who was doing experiments with marijuana and dogs. They brought this guy in. He testified that when he gave marijuana to dogs, they went insane. Marijuana to dogs, they went insane. These are all kind of things. Some senators asked him, the guy, well, have you ever tried marijuana on humans? So he said, yeah, I tried it on myself. And he said, well, what happened? He said, I turned into a vulture. I started flying around the room. Oh my God, this stuff is terrible. It makes people insane. And marijuana, it was declared by Congress that marijuana makes people insane. But then something happened. It turned out that lawyers, defense lawyers, got the idea and used this for an insanity defense. So if a guy was found, who killed 3 cops, his lawyer would say, well, he had marijuana before, so he was insane, so he can't do anything. And people were getting off on charges, like cop killing, for example, on the claim that they had marijuana. So all of a sudden it was discovered that marijuana doesn't make you insane. Congress decided, sorry, it doesn't make you insane because we want to wipe that out. The next idea was marijuana is an entry drug. It's a drug you take and then you go on to something else. Well, there was never any evidence for that. But that was decided. And then in the early 50s, something else happened. Marijuana is being brought in here by red Chinese to poison the American population and destroy us. So therefore, we got to stop marijuana. And it kind of goes on like this. Actually, the peak of marijuana use was, as I said, in the 70s. But that was rich kids, so you don't throw them in jail. And then it got seriously criminalized. You really throw people in jail for it when it was poor people. There has never been a medical reason for criminalizing marijuana. Marijuana was criminalized because it was associated.
Cannabis community, this is for the people here. Let me tell you something. We have a dream. As a community, we have a dream. We have a dream that the plant will be set free, not only on the planet, but in people. We have a dream that, in fact, the plant and people will be liberated and, in fact, lead. That euphoric, lifted feeling would be the standard by which we handle all human endeavor. That every human-to-human interaction left people feeling good, left people feeling well, that their endocannabinoid systems were always in the lead, knowing that they'd have to remember their actions, that their karma was instant, and that their memory would always be present, that what we do matters, what we say matters, how we feel matters. In cannabis community, we are the leaders of feeling. Cannabis community, this is for the people here. Let me tell you something. We have a dream. As a community, we have cannabis community. This is for the people here. Talking about my community, my people. God bless. The plant does reveal self to self. And in the cannabis community, there are so many people who are woke because it drives us to self-knowledge. The plant drives us to self-knowledge. And I'm curious about what is revealed to my community. How did you know? How do you know? This self-knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, y'all. It's self-knowledge, and these times especially is power. This power is the power of the future, because we need leaders who can think for themselves and come up with great new solutions. That's us, the cannabis community. Cannabis community, this is for the people here. Talking about my community, my people.
THC in space.
In space and in here, right? The actual
This
fractal
is
of
the
consciousness
place
is
for THC in space.
right? And
Yep.
that's why the elite block it. The endocannabinoid system influences every metabolic function in the body. The physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. And the spiritual doesn't have to be all goofy, right? Spiritual's purpose back there, right? So your purpose. And that's why what we want to acknowledge, just like the idea that just critical thinking can dispel the things that have been blocking us on so many levels, right? We were talking about the moon landing. Did I say moon landing?
Moon landing?
I said moon landing,
Well,
right?
the loons are working on their own technology.
Right? They are
It's like,
awesome in Maine. They will keep you up. They're so loony,
wait at night.
right?
Yeah.
But the
Especially in the summer. in the
perhaps the
north.
lunar moon landings
Yes.
perhaps could have been faked, or parts of them embellished. I don't know, right? We were talking about that. Is it responsible of us to bring this up?
There was a movie with O.J. Simpson about that.
Right? They went to Mars, faked the Capricorn 1. That was
Yeah,
that
Capricorn
movie.
1, yeah.
Capricorn 1.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, I don't know if it's responsible to bring up critical questions in a police state. That's where I think people get sort of like uppity. Like they will, we have to question that. No, for real. Like somehow consensus
Like we
is
have to ask
is a democratic
questions.
thing. Like, oh, you can't question that. But I noticed that that's our cultural assumptions. Right? That's all. And if we want to change our culture, we're going to change our assumptions. And just that same way that I would test everything now. I would test the meat I eat. I'm not going to trust what they told me what's in it. I won't go Burger King. It's probably burger ass. Right? All the time. Everything I think is corrupted.
I packed hamburgers
Right,
for
who can you
Burger
trust?
King one time
Who can you trust?
on a manpower job
Oh,
thing.
no.
We dropped so much stuff on the floor. I didn't go back to Burger King for a year.
Right?
I wouldn't even eat the fish.
What do you have to do to a person to make them work for minimum wage? Right? What do they call it that? Hey,
Make 'em
listen,
desperate.
Jay, do we have a backing track, my love? I know that we do somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it goes. Oh, right there. All right. So, like, support of the endocannabinoid system. We're going to talk about deviations from the norm. Norm. Everybody who's dealing with cannabis issues, right? If they've got a cannabis use, right? If they're cannabis mendicants, they got an endocannabinoid deficiency somewhere, right? Otherwise, cannabis is sort of disruptive. There's no such thing as recreational cannabis. All use is medicinal. And when you get into it, you're going to measure at some point an endocannabinoid deficiency. We're going to talk about this for people. One of the easiest ways to start doing this is by recording your signs and symptoms, right? The biggest, easiest sign and symptoms right here, your pH. And what's your pH? Your acid.
Yes.
Your acid.
Right.
When's the best time to
That
measure
your
acid?
body is producing
Right.
first thing in the morning.
First thing in your pee, first thing in the morning is one of your best acid times.
Because it's been hanging out.
Now, a healthy person will go from a 5.8 range to like an alkaline tide throughout the day. And
Right.
around noon, they'll go to 6.4. And they'll come back down to 5.8 around dinner time and go back to 6.4 on 10 in the evening. So around 10 in the afternoon to 2. 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. Same thing, 10 at night, 2 at night. Right? You get this sort of alkaline tide.
So
change in pH.
nothing with Dr. Pepper in the 10, 2, and 4, though.
Right. Dr. Soda wrecks you when you're trying to keep your pH in line.
Okay.
Wrecks you.
Okay.
Right? But if you can measure if your pH actually changes and goes through the alkaline tide, you know you've got healthy endocannabinoids.
Ah.
If you don't, if you flatline, like a lot of people do, you know your endocannabinoid system's trying to supplement you. And then we're going to look at cannabis for the cannabis mendicant. I don't like the cannabis patient. I don't like that. I don't like cannabis user. I don't like that. Mendicant.
Mendicant's
Yeah,
good.
mendicant. The cannabis mendicant has to learn how to maximize the use. Like, especially one of the things I've learned from the cannabis community, from patients especially, timing is a big deal. Wake and bake is not like a choice.
Okay.
Right? It's not like, oh, I'm going to stop and get all wakey and bakey. Like it's a party. Right? No, like wake and bake is like you got to get up and go to work.
Yeah, it's like taking pain pills in the morning.
Right. You're not getting high.
No.
No, these people are actually, you observe
Just
this in the community.
bracing your system to
Right.
get on the day.
It's like coffee, right? And we have to start talking to the community and actually sharing this. How can we have coworkers and people we respect as, in fact, managers, owners, who are in fact waking and baking and meditating? If I meet you and you have a great skunk aroma
I
on you,
would have more respect for such
Right.
a one as I would for the guy that's doing 3 screwdrivers before he
oh,
comes
God,
to work,
yes. Oh, right. If
or
you meet
having
your-
Irish coffee for breakfast.
Right, you meet your 3-year-old's preschool teacher.
Oh,
Right, one's got a Bloody Mary breath and one's got skunk breath. Which one you want to? Which one
I'd
you want
go
them to
with
play
the
with?
skunk. They're more able to cope
Yeah,
with
you
the
think?
kids, probably.
Right, one's gonna fucking play with the Legos, and the other one's gonna fucking throw them at him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Weedos.
Yeah.
I'm not promoting it,
No.
but I'm not the one saying, "Oh." Now I'll tell you one thing. I used to own a fucking bar.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
I broke the vow of the Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
No, Rev, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah.
No, I know. I
Don't say
know.
fucking
no,
yeah.
No.
No. Just don't roll with that. I broke the vow of the Bodhisattva.
Okay, but I forgive
sold
you.
alcohol
I forgive you.
for profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time for fucking couple years.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's sucking ass selling fucking booze.
Okay.
And what was going on is I found out I couldn't fire people for coming to work drunk in my own bar. I knew they were drunk. I sold them the alcohol, but I'm like, you can't come to work for me. You're cocked. They're like, oh no, fucking right here, motherfucker. You can't not.
It was
Legal.
legislated.
This is old-fashioned fucking New England public house law. You can have a drink an hour. Oh God, you can show up fucking
I
lit.
never heard that.
Oh,
That's-
dude, it's
that's-
lit.
that's
Dude, I own a
incredible.
bar in
That's
Connecticut.
amazing.
Yeah, it's mindfuck.
Wow. So
Yes.
drunk legislation,
Oh, God.
basically.
Oh God,
Drunk
Yeah,
legislation
yes.
legislated by drunks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, you can wreck your thyroid, adrenal, pituitary axis
Yeah.
with alcohol, with sugar,
Yeah.
with caffeine.
Right.
Or the endocannabinoid system, the actual self-regulator. Right. Notice we have to reboot that. We have to do that ourselves.
Yep.
And what is that again? Right. The endocannabinoid system is like the internet. If the internet's broke, what do?
You reboot it.
Right. That's the things we're going to have to reboot it.
Reboot it.
Reboot it.
Reboot it.
What's another kind of reboot? Right. If something is stuck in a loop, the computer, you turn it on, turn it off.
Turn off. Turn on.
Right. What do they say? Jiggle the handle.
Jiggle the handle.
It's not
Make that
fucking really
toilet
broke.
stop
It's
running.
not really broke.
No, it's just stuck.
So when people are stuck in that endocannabinoid deficiency, what's the one thing you notice? What's the first thing you notice?
They're ornery.
That's one of them. I like that. I actually will go with that.
Yeah.
Honor is actually
That's what I noticed with me.
that's fucking real.
That's what I noticed
That's
with
not
me.
fucking- that's not fucking
get,
wrong.
I get really impatient with everything, and critical and sarcastic.
That's not fucking wrong.
I can tell by how sarcastic I am about how not buzzed I am.
Right. And I want to go there. Listen, when the cannabis community is feeling like cannabis itself is the only way to get over that irritated feeling,
Yeah.
I want you to start talking about B vitamins.
B vitamin.
B vitamins like GABA
GABA.
and right here and
GABA,
niacin.
GABA, hey.
Right, GABA, hey. And B3
B3.
helps your brain make brain chemistry.
Okay.
Right. One of the things we're going to talk about in certain like supplement patterns
Yes.
and food patterns when you take them.
Yes.
Right. What makes them different than a drug, right? It's like the difference between a message and a fuel.
One more time on that one.
I know, right? Thanks. A message and a fuel. If I press on the gas,
Yes.
I'm pressing on the gas. It's a message.
Yeah.
But if there's no gas in the gas tank,
Right.
there's no fuel,
Right.
right? Going to hurt the engine,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of times, like caffeine, for
It'll
example,
clog up. It'll
Right.
Your injectors are going to get
right,
jammed.
like caffeine and sugar
Yeah.
can run you like an empty tank.
You're
a lot
gonna
of message,
pull sludge up out of your gas tank.
very little fuel.
Kill your engine, man.
You got
Just
it.
Like ruin it.
Right. So
Yeah.
many people don't know this, but they're running themselves ragged.
Ragged.
With,
Yeah.
ragged.
They're running on fumes.
rubbing on fumes.
The wrong fumes.
Wrong fumes. Right. So how do you heal that? So the system. One of the way you know that when a person has cannabis tolerance,
That's the way you turn.
when they get the cannabis tolerance, and this is the odd thing with cannabis community people, right? When the tolerance starts raising for them more and more, right? That's when you got to go back.
Yeah, it's harder and harder.
Harder and harder.
Yeah.
Right. What's the first thing you're going to check? Diet.
Diet.
Because diet is the easiest and biggest way to do that.
Yeah.
Right? That's the real thing. So listen, we're up against it.
Yes.
I think we did great.
Yes.
I want you to take it to the benediction. We don't have to do any more cues.
Yes.
Rice 52 is exactly the timeline we said.
Okay.
What do you want to see, Rev? Rev, you are a fucking genius tonight. And I mean that in a bad way. I like to put you
Yeah.
in pride.
It's. I'm not a rocket scientist that didn't go to the moon. I just want everybody to have the best possible year coming up that
Oh,
they
that's
can
right.
have.
That's right.
Happy New Year, folks, and really, I mean it. I mean, get the best year for yourself. I mean, be greedy about it. Get the damn thing. Get a happy year. Make a happy year.
Right. Right. And,
Get it.
And right now, we're going to turn it over. Perhaps last show at the station, the Scrogger, right? DC Scrogger. If not for this gentleman, I would not have been inspired to take
He's
on this
the master.
show. Right? He put me up to this. In so many ways, I'm so impressed. I'm so honored to be able to precede him. And now just to say he's up next. Y'all, thank y'all very much. And we'll see you next week.
Watch the Scrog.
Right. Stay tuned.